What's up, guys? It is 2024 and I have been thinking a lot about my finances. Where am I spending my money so that I can save it and use it for the things that actually matter to me? So today, here are 5 ways that I'm trying to save more money this year. Number 1 is I canceled my Audible subscription. Now, if you and I have had a conversation in like the last 8 months, I've probably talked to you about how much I love Audible. But I feel like over time, as I started to do more and more reading for school, I started to enjoy it a lot less in my free time. But then I realized that with the amount of podcasts that I listen to while I drive, I actually learn really well while I'm driving, and I have something that I'm physically doing. And as a result, I started to listen to audiobooks on YouTube, and then I eventually got an Audible subscription. It was perfect at the time because you get 1 credit every single month that can be applied to any book in their catalog. And then on top of that, they have a massive catalog of free books that are included if you have their monthly subscription. However, this all changed a couple months ago when Spotify started including thousands and thousands of audiobooks for free with Spotify Premium. And I've actually found that Spotify's catalog of books that are included for free is way bigger than the books that Audible has included for free. So yeah, I stopped paying $16 a month for Audible, but the one exception that I have to this rule though is if there's a book that's way cheaper on Audible compared to Spotify, then I will buy on Audible. I just don't have their subscription anymore. Number 2 is I am done paying for my Instagram verification. Now, if you watch this video right when it comes out, you'll see that I still have the paid, I think it's also $16 a month, but the paid verification on Instagram. However, I will be canceling that at the end of January 2024. Now, I made an entire video about why I chose to pay for verification and also what I see as the benefits and also the things that really don't matter about it. I'll have that video linked down below in the description if you want to check it out. The biggest reason though that I canceled it is because I've realized that Instagram isn't my main focus when it comes to social media right now. Also, I'll be totally transparent. There are 0 benefits to paying to be verified other than getting a cool blue check mark next to your name. The one benefit that they claim exists is that you get extra support if you have issues. But the thing is that pretty much every single website out there provides free support when you have issues, so I don't see why this is such a great perk that's worth $16 every single month. On top of this, I've also canceled X Premium because I realized that I don't use Twitter that often. Number 3 is Amazon Prime. Now this one I canceled probably about a year ago. And that's when I realized that I really don't need my own Prime subscription if so many other people that I'm close to already have a Prime subscription. Also, my biggest issue with it is that they make it too easy to spend money. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's their job, they're Amazon. But on my end, I don't want to end up spending money on things that I don't need that bad just because they're convenient and I can buy them literally in one tap. So because I now have to order through somebody else's account, it adds that extra barrier to spending money on Amazon. And as a result, I feel like I spend way less money on Amazon and I'm saving so much more. Number 4 is toothpaste. I'm just kidding with you guys. That'd actually be really funny if I was like, toothpaste is your biggest waste of money. Time to get lots of cavities in 2024. Number 4 is actually that I'm done spending money on going to see a movie at the movie theater. Now this one isn't totally exclusive. I think I only went to the theater 3 times last year. And all 3 movies came highly recommended from a friend of mine who had already seen it. But my biggest thing is I feel like if I'm gonna go spend time with friends, I want to actually spend it getting to know them better and drawing closer to other people because when you sit down in a movie theater and you hang out with someone, you're maybe only spending 10 minutes talking to each other after the movie ends. Like if I'm around my friends, I want to be hanging out. I want to be doing cool stuff. I don't want to just sit down, zone out, and have my friendship not grow any closer with the person that I'm spending time sitting right next to. I recently heard someone say, if the movie isn't good, you don't need to watch all of it. If the book isn't good, you don't need to finish it. Your time is more valuable than your money. And number 5 are clothes that I'm only gonna wear once. It might just be me, but there's so many times where I'll buy like a jacket or a pair of pants with only one specific event that I'll wear it to in mind. And then it ends up in my closet and I discover it like a year later and wanna just throw it out. Like I'd rather just borrow something if I'm only gonna wear it once. Or if I quickly find that there's something that I'm not wearing too often, I wanna donate it to someone who actually will wear it all the time. But with those 5 ways that I'm limiting the way that I'm spending my money, I also thought about how there are 3 ways that I want to be way more willing to spend money in 2024. The first one is on books and online courses. See, when you're reading a book, you're getting years and years of someone's knowledge condensed into only a few hours of your time. To give you an example, I just read a book called Shoe Dog, which is a memoir written by Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. He documents probably 40 years of building the company, and I get to absorb that in maybe 13 hours of listening. Also, if you're someone who went to college, think about the tens of thousands of dollars that you spent on classes that didn't really provide much practical value, and now You can buy an online course from a successful entrepreneur, a photographer, videographer, whatever your thing is. You can buy a course from them that you can actually apply to your work in everyday life. Number 2 is more iCloud storage for photos on my phone. Now, we all know that phone storage can be pretty annoying, but I love having the ability to easily scroll through my photos. Also, if you're watching this video, we're probably similar in age, which means that we're gonna have iPhones for probably the rest of our lives. And so think about being able to show your photos from today to the kids that you have in 20 years. At least for me, it's worth paying a few dollars a month to keep all of that super organized. And number 3 is getting meals with friends. Now, it's gonna be a no if you ask me to go to Ruth's Chris and pay for the meal. But other than that, having a great conversation with a friend over a meal is one of the greatest ways that I can spend my time. So this year, I wanna be better about saying yes to getting meals with friends of mine. Do you wanna pay and I'll just Venmo you?